Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how to create this half watermelon, half unicorn themed cake. I have a 12-inch cake board and I'm working with a 5-inch mud cake for this. The recipe for the mud cakes and the buttercream that I'm using here can be found in the description box below this video. I am filling in with vanilla hybrid buttercream, and yes, I have used very thick cakes. I have not cut them in half. If you don't really like this sort of cake to buttercream ratio, you're more than welcome to cut yours in half instead. I've popped 4 dowels in my cake all the way to the bottom, and this just makes sure that as I build it, it doesn't become lopsided or the cake layers don't shift. And when you're working with tall cakes, this does tend to be an issue, so adding in 2 to 3 to 4 dowels will help you a lot. Filled in with light pink, but then I'm going in with a darker pink buttercream for the crumb coat. Because it is a dark cake, I left my crumb coat to be a little bit thicker than usual, just to ensure we don't see the dark mud after we apply the final layer of frosting. Bring that lip of frosting to the center, and then pop it into the fridge to set for at least 10 minutes. Here I have some green buttercream, and I've cut about 1 centimeter in from my piping bag tip, and I'm creating rings around the very bottom, about 4 rings or so. You can make it even shorter or taller depending how you'd like your green watermelon skin to look. And for the rest of the color, I am adding it on with a spatula. I noticed you end up using a lot less buttercream when you apply it with a spatula compared to a piping bag, so it might just be a little bit more economical to do it this way. I like to start at the top, and then I bring that frosting down to the middle, and finally until it meets with the green frosting at the bottom. I'm working very carefully and slowly to make sure that it's an even line when it meets. Otherwise you can get bleeding through and you end up having pink in your green frosting area, but you want it to be a nice line between the two colors. Go around with your frosting scraper or smoother. I've used my acrylic one. They are available on my website, rosiesdessertspot.com, if you'd like one of these. And then go around slowly to smooth it all down. Again, bringing that lip of frosting to the center, and now you're going to pop this cake into your fridge to set for at least 20 minutes to half an hour. In the meantime, I'm going to create the eyes. I've got some black fondant, and I've used 3 different piping tips, each one a different size. The backing of my eye will be black. The eyeball part will be white, and then the iris will be black again. I'm going to stick those together with a little bit of water. I positioned it to be a little bit lower rather than directly in the middle. Same with the black iris, and then little white sections to play as the pupil, I guess. I made it look a little bit more cutesy by adding a smaller white piece on each side. Stick it on your cake with a little bit of water. It does stick to buttercream, and because you let your cake set in the fridge, it's nice and firm and you can handle it easily. Now add on your watermelon pips. These are just round pieces of fondant that I balled into little round balls, and then I played with one end of it to make it thinner, and so it had this teardrop looking shape. You can apply randomly. I did it a bit more systematically here, so maybe a good 2.5 centimeters of space between each one. And now we can create the horn. So you can notice the watermelon skin does tend to be almost marbled in green. I have 3 different colors of green logs, and I'm going to twist them together, give them a little bit of a mashup, and then roll it out into a log. Do this for 2 different pieces. Roll out one end to be a little bit thinner, so it's kind of like a carrot-shaped fondant log. Stick the 2 together with a little bit of water in between. I'm getting ahead of myself. A little bit of water in between, and then hold down the thin side while you twist the larger end. Once you're happy with the look of it, cut off the excess at the bottom so it's the height that you desire, and then hold it in your hands as you push through a skewer. You're a lot less likely to get it protruding out the side if you hold on to it. can really feel for where it's the direction it's heading. Neaten it up by rolling it on your counter and then pop it into the top of your cake. I use scissors so that I don't have to touch the cake by accident and destroy it all. Now for the ears, we have watermelon slices, because why not? I've got the green fondant left over from the horn and I'm just creating two kind of slices there. I'm going to stick it on in a C shape on my pink fondant. And then I'm going to cut a triangle out of that pink piece. And I'm starting at the edge of my green sections. And there you have your watermelon slice. Make two of these and then stick on your watermelon pips. Again, these are just round circle pieces of black fondant and you just make one end skinny. Stick it on with a bit of water, pop a toothpick at the end of each of your watermelon ears. You can let them sit on your countertop for a good 10 minutes to dry out before you pop them on your cake. That just ensures they don't wilt. And you're done. You can pop on some eyelashes as well if you like for a finishing touch. And that is how you make a hybrid watermelon and unicorn cake. Whether we dub this unimelon or watercorn, totally up to you. I'll let you guys name this baby. But she is super easy to make, just buttercream covered and a little bit of fondant accents. Hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and give it a go. She is super cute, super easy to do. And if you do recreate her, please tag me in your post, #rosiesdessertspot, so I can see what you guys are making as well. Thanks again for tuning in, and I will catch you guys again next Tuesday for our next cake decorating tutorial. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do so. We upload a new video every Tuesday. Bye for now.